Good morning and welcome back to the morning show. I am Marshall Shore.
And I'm Melissa Farley. We're here at the
fabulous
fabulous 726 Studios in the heart of Roosevelt. Okay, and that weird thing that happened, it is...
National Call-In Sick Day.
Yeah, except he didn't call in. He just left. That's more,
That's
more of abandonment.
Originally, we were going to have both of us, just our phones were going to be introducing the show.
Yeah.
And then it got changed to something, and then it kept morphing.
See, I thought it would have been funny if our laptops were set up and it was just us via Zoom talking to people. But whatever. It's fine. Instead, Marshall just left me. It's cool.
But I brought you a gift.
He brought me eggs.
Because it's the only thing in the kitchen.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with those.
I don't know either. But you have this thing as well, which doesn't work on eggs.
I hate that thing. Okay. The better gift is we have Jess here from Digital Vibes. Hi, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for joining us on this weird Friday.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here.
Yeah. Okay, so we met at an event. I'm blanking on the name of it.
Empower and Elevate.
Empower and Elevate Conference. That's right.
Yes.
And I met you. I thought you were freaking awesome. Loved everything you were doing. So share a little bit about what you do and your company.
So I own a digital marketing agency. I've had that for approximately 11 plus years. And I really love to support the community with a women's rights nonprofit that I own. That's how we met at the Empower and Elevate conference, because I like to submerge myself into the women-owned business community. And then I also own an app that is Chandler focused and community driven that connects consumers with businesses. It's think of the eclectic punch card, where you got a card and then every time you got a punch on that card, after a certain amount of punches, you would get a percentage off or a free item. So we do that with a variety of businesses based in Chandler. So you use one digital punch card for 13 different businesses. That's all on one app.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't bring that up at the conference, and I live in Chandler.
Oh my gosh! So that's why I brought the frisbees.
Oh, okay, yay!
Yes. So if you scan the QR code, you can download the app.
Perfect.
It is 100% community driven. There is no cost to the business owners at this time. We're still in that founder development stage. We are about 4 years in, and we have over 500 app downloads and 13 different businesses.
Nice.
So yeah, we have some milestones that we have met thus far, but I have much greater goals to reach, right? And it is really about driving the repeat business to those brick and mortar businesses. And then my digital agency supports over 20 different local companies. So my passion is digital marketing, and that kind of developed into the app post-pandemic, right, when brick and mortar was struggling.
Yeah.
So I developed the app, and then it's just really my passion to empower women.
Yeah.
Up-and-coming teen entrepreneurs. Women always reinvent ourselves, right? So if you've had children, if you maybe go through a divorce, if you're just living life, you're going on this journey, always reinventing yourself as a woman. And I want to support those women in business.
I love that. So let's go marketing 101 here for folks. When you say digital marketing, what does that mean? What are people specifically coming to you for? What do you usually help? What are the problems that you solve? Yeah.
That's a really great question. I was just in Las Vegas at the Tech 2.0 conference, and I had the wonderful opportunity about speaking about hyperlocal in marketing. So that's a really hot topic right now. And when I say hyperlocal, I mean your local pack, Google My Business, local marketing visibility. So you can claim your Google My Business profile for free, but you want to make sure that you're optimizing that. So if I'm searching hair salon near me, all the salons that are locally optimized within that certain mile of radius, it's usually a 10-mile radius, those are going to pop up on Google search. So you want to make sure you're optimized. Like if you search something on your phone, there's that local pack. It's the 3 listings that pop up that are focused in maps. That's your local pack. And so that's really a hot topic for people in digital marketing right now. It also envelops your website, your SEO, which is your website SEO versus local SEO. And then there's been a lot of dialogue right now regarding AI.
Okay.
And AI readiness.
Yeah.
For your website. for your brand and what that looks like. So we're assisting a lot of clients navigating AI readiness, navigating that local SEO component, and then we do website development and maintenance and management too. So I inherit problem children. Well, when you build something yourself, you build it sound, you do it the way you want. When you're digging around in somebody else's sandbox, we can do that, but it is a massive lift sometimes.
Right.
And so it'll take 3 or 4 months for a client to recover from all of the bad digital marketing that maybe was imposed on their business prior to coming over to our agency.
Well, and also in so many entrepreneurs, it's like they're so focused on the business that
Amen.
that they have blinders on and they don't see that digital marketing.
Correct. I love to say you're not a baker or a hairstylist because you wanted to get into digital marketing. There are a lot of entrepreneurs that are very intimidated by social media. They've been in business for 20 years and they're like, this is new and this is intimidating. And I've had my practice for so long, but their children or grandchildren or society is kind of forcing everyone down that path. So something else that the pandemic really did that changed our society, like you guys were saying, it's a shorter work week sometimes. People aren't always going to the office on Fridays. Business owners realized the importance of the digital component, right? The businesses that have been in business for 20 years and didn't have a website were struggling because everything went sort of digital through the pandemic. And so they realized, oh, I need a website. I have to sell my product online. I need a digital footprint. I need the local optimization. So we've really been able to help a lot of businesses thrive. I mean, I'm super proud of myself and my agency, and I really dedicate the award that I won in Vegas to my clients and them trusting me with their digital marketing. Sadly, the bar is pretty low because there's a lot of agencies that are kind of pulling the wool over the business owner's eyes, like you said. They're not in what they're doing as a baker or a hairstylist to be enveloped in their digital marketing. They don't
Right.
understand it. But I always say the proof is in the metrics. So if someone's trying to say to you, hey, we're not able to produce the results that we promised you, just look at the reporting and
Yeah.
see where the gaps are happening. And then a true partner is always going to be okay with other vendors coming to the party. So I always say, if you feel like, we're not meeting your expectations, have somebody else take a look at it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And typically those are the clients that you really can't make happy, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I gave you the moon, the stars, and then some, and I still can't make you happy. Maybe this isn't aligned in our business practices.
Right.
And so I have been down that path. And I also very firmly believe that you never hold any client's assets
Yeah.
hostage
Yeah.
or in your house.
Is that even legal? Can you do that?
It's not.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
not
I was like-
legal,
Well,
but agencies
we've
do
all
it.
been, especially nonprofits, where it's like somebody will do the web page
And then
And
they
they
keep
own
it.
it.
and
Yeah.
then I've had one actually move.
No,
and
I
I'm
know.
like, well, now my website's just dead. I can't even reach you.
I have heard
Correct.
a lot of stories about that.
Mhm.
But
Horror
yeah.
stories, right? And so I'm really big on building what I call you having the keys to your kingdom. So in any digital relationship, it's kind of like in any other relationship, you have the master key to your home and you give someone access. And if you don't want them to have access anymore, then you take that back, right? Well, in the situations where I meet with business owners and they don't have access to their Google Analytics, their Google Ads, they don't have access to their Facebook Business Manager and the Meta Suite and some of the business tools, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to work directly with that business owner and retain access to all of their assets, set them as administrators, then give myself access. So it's set so that it's structured. They own all of their assets and they give me access to everything. And you'd be amazed how many business owners are like, wait, I'm supposed to have what?
Yeah.
I'm totally at a loss. Show me. And so that's one thing that I really pride myself on at my agency. We'll show you under the hood.
Yeah.
We'll sit with you and do a screen share and say, here's what your account looks like. Here's what your account should look like. See where these connections are missing. And it's really exciting for them because they feel like they were in the dark with a previous agency. They feel like they've never seen under the hood of like their website, the back end sometimes.
Right.
And then there are other business owners who are pretty savvy and they're like, okay, I know how to get you access. I know that I own all of my assets. And I really help those who are struggling and they don't know.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so I don't want you to give away the cow for free. But, I'm thinking about all the small businesses that we interact with, that we watch the show. And what are maybe one or two things that they should be doing? Like if you're like, okay, you're a busy entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you are the baker,
Sure.
and you only have time to maybe focus on one or two things, what should those be?
So, from my perspective, every business owner, you should make sure that you've claimed your Google My Business location. Some business owners work from home or they provide services outside of their home. So, let's say I'm an accountant.
Yeah.
You should still have your accounting practice on Google My Business. Utilize your home address to claim your listing. And then as soon as it gets claimed, there's a toggle on the back end that you can say, hide my address. And you check a box that says, I provide services.
Yeah.
And then you select your service area. So, like for me, it's all of Phoenix Metro.
Yeah.
Some people, it might be nationally.
Do they still do the postcard thing where they mail a postcard to verify your address?
So I wish that would make it easy.
They don't do it
No,
anymore?
they make you video verify now. It's a process. So they want you to be on camera for at least a minute, explaining who you are, what the company title is, and then also showing documentation. Like it might be a business card, and then you might walk out to the front of your house and show your house number. And you say, I work from home. It's a home-based business. We provide services outside of the home. Here's all my documentation. And as long as everything lines out correctly, they'll approve it. And then again, you go on the back end and you check hide my address. Because a lot of people get intimidated. I don't want to use my home address, right?
Yeah.
And I 1000% understand. But the benefit of that is where are you going to store your reviews?
Right. Yeah.
Like if you wanted to get reviews for your business. The only places that those could be stored would be like Facebook reviews, if you have a Facebook page for your business. But I highly encourage the Google reviews.
Yeah.
Because you're getting the algorithm to see that there's activity on your profile. Plus, if I'm looking for a hair salon or a baker near me, then yours should pop up in local pack and I'll see that you have 5 stars or 4.8, right? And so that's very beneficial. I think the other takeaway is to make sure that all of your Google assets are connected, especially if you're running Google Ads. You want your Google My Business to be connected to your Google Ads, connected to Google Search Console, Google Tag Manager, and Google Analytics. So it's all an ecosystem that speaks to each other, and then those also should be connected to your website. So I'm an integration specialist. I get into a lot of people's houses, so to speak. Like I said, you have the keys to your kingdom, your digital house, and it's disarrayed. I'm like, oh, this is over here, and this is over here, and this isn't really organized. These aren't speaking to one another. And the reason that that's so important is the digital ecosystem is an omni-channel approach. So you want to have visibility on your Facebook, and you have visibility on Google, you have visibility on Meta, LinkedIn, your website. So that's a huge ecosystem, right? And you want those all communicating with each other.
This is why I stopped my marketing agency, because I didn't like the integration part.
And I'm an integration specialist.
Yeah.
I went hard. Like I love it.
Like,
I love it.
No.
Yeah, I absolutely love the integration piece because that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
When all of those channels are communicating and you're building audiences based off of people coming in from all of those channels and then remarketing to those audiences, that's where you can build your funnels from the top down. So it's, awareness is at the top, consideration at the middle, decision-making at the bottom. I don't want to offer someone a coupon at the top because they're just learning about my brand.
Yeah.
Right? But if they have just learned about my brand, and then they've been to my website, but they still haven't purchased, that's where I offer the coupon.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
foundationally, all of this is really important. I think for me, I really liked the content creation side of things, the strategy on kind of all of that other stuff. I really would have been better with a partner, probably like Jess, who wanted to dive deep and kind of set that foundation, and then I could kind of move in from there. But what she's talking about is so fundamentally important for business owners, entrepreneurs, and it's something that, yeah, it can feel very overwhelming if you are not living in this world. And so that is why hiring an expert is really important. And I think that's one of the things people get worried about too, is as a small business owner, a lot of times they don't have a huge budget for marketing. So
Correct.
talk to me about that. Like, is it affordable to work with you? Is it a month to month? Is it like, what do the contracts look like?
Yeah, that's a really great question. So a lot of agencies, most agencies have contracts with their clients. And my mentor believes that I should as well. I do not.
Okay.
Okay, so the reason that I don't have contracts with my clients is because I explain everything to them. I explain it's an ebb and flow to your budget, where if you say my budget's only $1,000 a month, maybe it's $500 a month, then I say, okay, here's your strategy for the first 2 months. And by the third month, it's still a $500 budget, but we're going to be doing different marketing practices because we need to ebb and flow within that small budget. It's also going to take you a lot longer to reach your goals.
Yeah.
Like a lot longer. So if I have a $1,500 budget, it can take you half the time to get to some of those goals that you're seeking. And the reason we don't do contracts is because it's a 30-day notice from my end or yours.
Okay.
Because there have been times, like I was saying, that I feel like I'm over delivering and I'm still not able to make someone happy. And so I want them to have the autonomy to go and look at other agencies.
Yeah.
And not feel like they're buckled into a contract.
Yeah.
Also, there is a fear for business owners. Well, if I sign a 6-month contract, you're doing all the hard work the first 3 months, and then we get put on the B team, right? We're like, we work with a different contact, we have a different account rep, we get less hours, less output. Sometimes people feel that way. And so we're consistently working really hard every month to maintain your business and your trust.
Okay.
And so we keep things pretty scrappy for our clients. We have a really affordable service for the local pack, $250 a month. That
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That includes local posting on your Google My Business, optimization, monthly reporting. It gives you the opportunity to focus on your brick and mortar and not maybe think about what's happening on your Google My Business outside of reviews.
Yeah.
It is your main focus to remind people that they're so happy with your service, they're going to give you 5 stars.
That's a really reasonable rate. Like, and that's I actually really like your model. I understand that everybody does contracts, but I think that's actually really, really cool and probably pretty appealing to small business owners to have that kind of flexibility. And yeah, I think that's
1,000%. I
Yeah.
have clients, I have one right now who's on pause because business has kind of had an ebb and flow for him, that he's been struggling with staff and getting job sites done in a timely manner for clients. So he's like, let's just pause for right now. He's happy with services. He just has some operational challenges. And so he'll be back when he fixes that. But I don't want business owners to feel so stressed that they're like, I'm in a contract for my marketing and I have to spend $5,000 a month and we're struggling with operations. And then that leads to bad reviews and it can kind of snowball in the wrong direction for clients. And so I want business owners to have that freedom and feel like I'm a true partner and not just a vendor of services.
I love that. Why don't you share with our audience where they can find you, work with you, support you, all the good stuff? Yeah.
Thank you. So you can find me at digitalvibesagency.com, also on LinkedIn, Jessica Feldman. I also have my other companies, so you can find me at chandlerflexrewards.com or shethriveenterprise.org.
Beautiful. Okay, and we have a tradition here at the morning show where we have each of our guests do a little bit of Jenga with us and pull a block and then sign it. So we're going to take a little field trip over to our Jenga tower and have you do that.
Oh, okay, great.
Awesome.
Sounds fun. Oh, this is where it says hello, sunshine.
Yeah.
That's great. I love it.
Okay. And we do allow the tapping method. So if you want to kind of like poke around, see if one looks better to you.
And if it topples, it's okay because it's not the first nor the last time it will topple, so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, actually, our crew really loves it when it does topple, so it's totally fine.
Stop.
See,
I feel like there aren't any loose ones in here.
Oh, there you go.
But it's already signed.
That's okay.
Okay, you can sign another side of it.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
There's all kinds of places to sign.
Yay!
All right.
And of course, I have to use pink.
Yes. Another pink girl. I love it.
Yes. Awesome. That was fun.
Thank you. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this on Robot TV with lots more good stuff coming your way. So keep it right here.